boy jumped off the bus, but he saw something weird. There was a boy next to his parents who looked just like him. There was only one child in the house. Where did that boy come from? The boy went home and asked his parents about it, but his mother said he must have been mistaken, and his father angrily told him not to mention it again. The whole room suddenly fell silent. The strange atmosphere made the boy anxious. At night, the father quietly dabbed the boy's saliva on a cotton swab and collected it in a test tube bottle. The next day, Peter told the prettiest girl in his class about the strange incident, but the girl told him to be careful on his 7th birthday. But no sooner had she finished speaking than the teacher approached. The teacher warned the girl to keep her mouth shut, and her high heels stepped on her feet. This strange behavior frightened and puzzled Peter. Peter didn't go home immediately after school. He followed the street where the mysterious boy had appeared and walked in the opposite direction until he reached the end. At that moment, a little boy suddenly appeared and pulled him into a nearby building. Peter opened his eyes and froze. The boy looked just like him. His behavior and language were very similar. Is your name Peter too? We're exactly the same. Yes, we are. But the only difference is, Peter was bad at sports. The other boy was very fit. The boy said his birthday was tomorrow. He would replace his other self completely. These words puzzled Peter, but he just assumed that the boy in front of him was his twin brother. At this time, the children's parents were also very excited and worried about some unexpected situations. The parents' strange behavior was quietly observed by Peter. Early the next morning, the parents' hearts were heavy. They took Peter to the playground. Peter questioned his parents again. His mother immediately rebuked him. "I'll tell you the answer today," she said. At that moment, Peter realized that the boy from yesterday was standing not far away. And then, the parents took their 2 children to an experimental facility. It turns out, in order to raise good children, they extracted cells from newborn babies and cloned an identical child into the world. One was given to the family of origin, and the other to an orphanage. And when both children reached the age of 7, they would give the parents the option to raise one of them. The other item will be destroyed. Now is the time to decide. According to the data, it's clear that the cloned boy is better. The parents are resigned to the fact that they have to agree. The mother breaks off her relationship with Peter with a stern face. When she looks at the clone, she immediately smiles. Peter went up to ask why, but his father pushed him away. "I'll try to do it for you. I'll be a good adult." And that's when 2 staff members took Peter to the recycling center. 2 staff members took Peter to the recycling truck. He couldn't believe that his parents, who had been with him for 7 years, had just flown away. Peter kept calling out for his mom and dad until he fell into a heavy sleep. At that moment, the crew came and woke Peter up. He realized he'd had a dream, but as soon as he jumped off the bus, he realized that there was a recycling truck next to him. What if it wasn't a dream at all? Or maybe the clone had already become the real Peter?